With us today, we got Joe, Trigger Joe Britson.
All right, let's go.
To try to get a matchup with Ngannou. Does the win. Francis Ngannou.
Well, this is just a fist. When I start throwing it around, I can leave one hell of a mess. Let's dance.
Multiple occasions. Wow, it looks like they're going to swing to the very end.
And he wasn't kidding. Wow. It's very rare. What a finish.
Another one.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Trying to take care of business, trying to get to
It's a knockout.
Oh my
It's a knockout.
And he's closing it, trying to finish it, and it's over!
Because I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Buck is brought to you by Modelo.
I killed it. Punch me right in the face, man.
And we have a new nickname. Okay, we have William Send It 7 Pearson. All right, other than that, we used to call him Willie Pete. We used to call him the Mad Russian.
For his opponent to be quicker on the catch.
Now you're gonna get it, Bobby.
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch.
Wow, how good is this?
Finish him! Get him a body bag! Yeah! All right.
Another one.
Everybody gets triggered. It's just if you become a pansy. That's in the Book of Brawl.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
Gotta be very careful. What's up, sports fans? Are you looking for a job? Do you want to change in careers? Do you want to own your own business? I got the answer for you. This show is brought to you by FleetTex. FleetTex is partnering with veterans with mechanical or electronic experience. FleetTex specializes in on-site deployment of GPS tracking equipment and cameras for fleet vehicles across our nation. Check out what they do at www.fleettex.com. Apply today. Currently targeting veterans living in Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. Local work and travel opportunities may be available in other areas. FleetTex proudly supports our military, its service members, our veterans, and their families. Enjoy the show.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Sports Betting Show with your host, Trigger Joe, Send It 7 Pearson, and the Big Earl. UFC, NFL, if it's on, we're betting on it.
How's it going, Trash Talkers? This is a late night UFC Pick'em. All right, this is going to be a great show. Probably a little quicker one because Bill, the Mad Russian that we used to call him, or Send It 7 Pearson, he's off doing whatever fisters do on a freaking Friday night. I don't know what that is, but
he lost another point to the infantry, and I think he's running.
Yeah, that's what exactly
another point to me, and he's running.
I think what are we down to 2 now?
Yeah, Joaquin Buckley by knockout. I said it.
Yeah, we're down to 2 now. It's freaking awesome. But anyways, you guys saw the sponsor. You saw FleetTex. All right, so go to fleettex.com. If you're a veteran, all right, you don't have to be a veteran, but if you're a veteran and you have a automotive and electrical background, and or you just want to learn and work and get a job, all right, he wants to hire veterans. So go to FLEET-TECHS FleetTex.com and look at it. All right, apply for a job. He's already hired what, 3 of us?
Yeah, he's hired. Hey, I'll tell you right now, this is no wolf cookies. This isn't BS. This is legitimate, life-changing money. The potential is there. The work is there, and I'm willing to stake my family's future on it because I just worked the most profitable week of my professional life. Ryan's a great dude. I've known him 30 years. He takes care of veterans. Veterans do well by him, and he loves to hire them and take care of them. So, man, I joined up with them. The Celtic Warriors joined up with them, and man, we're ready to roll. So anybody that wants to be a part of this, seriously, the money is there to be made, and put your family in a better place and join the team, man.
That's awesome. So if you're watching on YouTube, we're not monitoring that chat thread. So just say hi where you're watching from. We are monitoring. I think Chris, the fake Asian in the background, is monitoring Gruntworks. I am monitoring Veteran Trash Talk. So say hi where you're watching from, and if you got any opinions on the fight, let us know. We'll either say you're right or you're wrong. It won't come from me because I got no idea what these guys are talking about. I'm the Big Earl. I give you the picks based off their name and their jawline. Like I said, Bill's not here. Trigger Joe is with us, and Trigger Joe's on a roll. He's been killing it. All right, I said he failed 2 weeks ago.
Once again, my DraftKings sleeper won outright. That's 4 in a row. 4 dogs in a row. So keep watching. So yeah, and then with us, he just dropped off the screen. There's Ricky. That's gonna make the fake Asian super pissed off. But anyways, Ricky's on here. Ricky is a fighter by trade, right? And he is doing something awesome, a nice charity for vets. So that's why we have him on the show. He was just on Brandy's podcast, Yes, I Am the Veteran, which was a great podcast. So go on Apple, download it, wherever you get your podcast from, and listen to that story. It's a pretty good one. Or you can watch it on our page. It's pretty phenomenal. And again, sorry it's so late, but here we are with it's the only time that Rick could make it, and we're going to promote what he's got going on. Let's see here. Zoom is being stupid. So each scene I'm going to have to fix. Okay, whatever. That's what we pay you for, Chris. All right, Chris is in the background dealing with some stuff. So if it looks choppy, guess what? We don't care. All right, just listen to the fight picks. Okay, remember, stick around for the whole show because at the end, Joe's going to give you his locks, his parlays, and his DraftKings sleeper, which has been on fire lately, right? And then remember, if you don't have money, don't gamble, okay? Don't do it, all right? That's our disclaimer. But we throw a little bit of scratch every weekend on these fights, and sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. And it is what it is. But all right. Let's get right crack-a-lacking at it. So, hey, Rick, welcome to the UFC Pick'ums show. And Ricky, sorry. And we'll let you promote your thing you got going on tomorrow, which hopefully Joe, Bill, and I are a part of announcing these fights. And it's to raise money for charity for veterans. And it's going to be awesome. I think what are you already up to, like $70,000 for it? It's go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, we raised in about 3 weeks. I was able to raise $70 grand just in sponsorships. All of the guys that I protect, I do executive protection. A lot of the guys in the oil industry, down here in the body, oil is everything. So a lot of guys that I do protection work for stepped up and donated. I think we're over 100 grand in ticket sales right now with the sponsorship as well. So it's a hell of an event. We got a UFC, I call him a UFC legend. Yeah, at one time he was one of the best. 155 was one of the most dangerous. Hands from heaven, Melvin Gillard. The youngest athlete.
Oh yeah,
he is the main event.
I never lost to him.
For a 155er, Melvin Gillard had hammers. I called them lightning hammers because when he hit people, he could banish you to the shadow realm, even though he was 155, and you never even saw the punch coming because that man's his hands were a blur.
I think I was 155 my sophomore year in high school.
He actually cost me money when I bet against him when he knocked out Evan Dunham in Vegas.
Do you remember the one where he hit the guy in the body? Knocked the guy out with a body shot?
Yeah. Made him make a noise that I've never heard before.
Nice. Yeah, those body shots. I remember I was in Sopsey with a professional boxer, the special operations prep course with an actual card fighter. And he was, once the cadre found out about him, they wanted to spar with him and, actually have him teach them how to box. And I go, how do they do against you? He's like, a couple of them know how to box. And he's like, and I'm nice to him. He's like, but whenever they start getting cocky, I hit him with a body shot. And he's like, there's a difference when a pro hits you with a body shot than when just somebody's having fun with you. Like I'll put you down. So it's like, like watch them crap their pants when you hit them right in the kidney. So yeah, it's that'd been. You have to show me that. You have to show me that clip when he knocks on with that body shot. That'd be fun. But all right, let's get right down into it. First fight we got a middleweight fight. All right, we got Chris Curtis at 28-8 versus Rodolfo, whatever, Vieira. All right, coming in at 8-1. Now, again, don't listen to my picks. Okay, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, but I'm gonna go with Curtis. All right, I'm feeling Curtis in this one, and I'm looking at it. I'm trying to read my notes here because I did a lot of research about 5 minutes ago. By spinning taint strike in the second round. Okay, so a lot of you don't know what that is, but it's brutal. All right, you want to talk about a kidney shot? Wait till you get a spinning taint shot. All right, Joe, what say you? Sorry, I forget. I got to go to Ricky. I got to go to the guest. It's been a while since we had a guest picker. Ricky, what say you on this fight?
I'm going to go with experience, man. I'm going to go with the guy with 28-8.
Nice. Now, I like Ricky, man. He goes with the age like I do. I've converted these guys into picking the right age fighter, right? These guys, they were the whole time. So, actually, Bill is going with Vieira. All right, so that's who Bill sent me his picks. He can't make it. So, Joe, what say you?
Can we go ahead and call it a point?
I mean, I might.
Okay, because I got Chris Curtis. Curtis
the lead's down to 2.
Chris Curtis is on a 7-fight win streak with 6 knockouts. He hasn't lost a fight in 3 years. He's been extremely active. I know why Bill is picking Vieira. He thinks Vieira is going to fight him in a phone booth, grapple with him, get him to the ground, and submit him. Bill might be right. Rodolfo Vieira is 8-1. He's no slouch. But Chris Curtis is on fire right now. Think about this. He's 28-8, and he hasn't lost a fight in 3 years, which means most of his losses were early. And he had a 3-fight losing streak, and then the guy other than that has been on a freaking tear. He's got 15 knockouts. He's fought at several different weight classes because he's got kind of a weird body type. He's short, but at 185, he throws hammers and puts guys to sleep. Knocked out Phil Haas, knocked out Brendan Allen, who's a big middleweight. And I've seen Brendan Allen's got a chin on him, and when he took Curtis's right hand, it was over. So I think second round knockout Chris Curtis. I say they get through the first. Curtis is able to keep him on the end of his jab, finally catches him with an overhand right, and Vieira has no clue what to do with it. So
very nice
knockout.
Very nice. And we got some action on the chat thread here. Oscar Lopez says, arming all the way. Oscar, settle down. We're not at that fight yet. Okay. All right. We'll get there.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. But we will get there. And thanks for watching. Again, go to our store, shop.veterantrashtalk.com or gruntworksclothing.com and put in the code VTTGW and get yourself a discount during the show. All right. The next one is a bad
thing. You love this.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite fighters now in the UFC. It's a bantamweight. You got Nathan Manass. All right, he's coming in at 14. He's coming in at 14-1, and then you got Umar Nurmagomedov. All right, he's
not gonna work here anymore.
He's gonna work here. You're gonna like this pick. 14-0. All right. So now these are the little guys. All right, and do you know why you can't trust short people? You guys are both short. You know why you can't trust anything a short person says? Because their brain's too close to their ass. Okay, there's not like there's no way you could trust anything they say. All right, but however, Nathan is a spoiled little brat. Okay, and he's coming in at this fight at like what 135. Okay, and so like what has he been doing his whole life that he only weighs 135? Now Umar, by the way, all right, he's at 135 because he grew up in a country with no food. All right, and so I'm gonna go with Umar with a starving, poor first-round KO because, like that movie Cinderella Man, it's easy to win when you're fighting for food money. All right, Ricky, what say you?
Is this me?
Kind of switch on this. I haven't followed these two guys much. I'm just gonna take a wild pick on this one, and I'm gonna agree with Joe. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Umar.
Hell yeah, you agree with the Big Earl. All right,
Yeah.
so Umar, that's Bill is also going with Umar as well. So everybody seems to be getting onto the Big Earl card here. I like it. People are starting to respect my UFC, expertise. Joe, what say you?
Yeah. I mean, one would say that. The other would say that Umar's a minus 900 favorite in Vegas. So there's a lot of people that are leaning hard that way. And look, here's the deal. This is a very good showcase. Yes, this one is related to Khabib. This is the guy that everybody thinks has a chance to go win the belt. Eventually, he's still young. He's got a lot to prove. But Menes, he just knocked out Tony Gravely. He looked good doing it. He's 14-1. He's got the reach. He's got everything else, but there's one problem. He can't grapple with this guy, and he can't finish him on the feet. So Umar's going to get inside. He's going to make it real grimy. He's going to grind out. I'm going to go ahead and say he probably has a couple of 10-8s, and it's going to be like a 30-26 unanimous decision. And Umar's going to smash this guy on the ground because Man-Ass does look tall and thin, and I think Umar blows right through him with a couple of strong double leg takedowns and keeps him there, and wins very convincingly. And he's one of my locks.
All right, there you have it, fight fans. And then Oscar on the chat thread. Hey, Oscar, thanks for being so engaging on the chat thread. He says Umar has a lightning quick jab. It looks like Usman's jab. Hey, Oscar, you're gonna like.
I love the fact that we got some actual UFC knowledge on the chat thread now. I love it.
Right. So, hey, Oscar, stick around to the end here because what Ricky's telling you what's about to be going on, you're gonna really like that tomorrow. So you'll enjoy that as well. All right, let's get to the next fight. It's a lightweight fight, and we got Moises. Like Moises Alou, like is this guy a baseball player? All right, at 15-6 versus Martin Day at 19-9. Now again,
oh, you got the wrong name, Cristianos Gallegos. Did they change his opponent? They didn't change his opponent.
I looked at Martin Day about an hour ago. Is there a different fight?
I got Gallegos.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen here anyway. So it really doesn't matter. But I don't like picking these little guy fights because, again, I'm not afraid of anybody who's a gymnast. And that's what these guys are. Okay. Like I said, they look all chiseled, but it's because they weigh 106 pounds. Like I said, I hit 155 pounds my sophomore year in high school. All right. I'm going to go with that new guy that is not on this fight card. I don't know how I got that guy. But I'm going to go with this Gallegos guy. And I think he's going to win in the third round by submission with noogies. Okay. He's going to noogie him to submission. Ricky, what say you?
Look, man, I'm an old school guy. Back when I started, we had boxers, we had grapplers. One thing you look at is a guy's ears. His ears are messed up. You don't want to go to the ground with him. He's got a crooked nose. You don't want to stand up with him. I'm looking at this guy, Diego. That dude's got some messed up ears. I'm going to go with him with a grappling win.
Just there you go. See?
Moises? You going with the Brazilian, Ricky?
Look at that guy's ears, man. He looks dangerous.
That's because he didn't wear headgear. All right. If he would have wore headgear when he was training, he would have cauliflower. All right. So it's just like we got to take precautions. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Bill is going with Moises by TKO. Joe, what say you?
Yeah, I like Moises in the fight. I don't really understand this fight as far as skill level. I hate to disrespect the guy who's in the UFC, but I believe Gallegos is no more than a stepping stone. He's fought everybody, but he's lost to most. And I think the most underrated thing about Moises is his ground game. And Gallegos has lost 4 times by sub, and Moises is a legitimate problem and a real black belt on the ground. And his jiu-jitsu is super, super slick. So I'm taking Thiago Moises by first round submission.
I'm submission as well. Look at those ears.
There you go.
Put the money on the ears.
Put the money on the ears. I like that. And I've always said that before when you look at a guy and I say, that's the kind of guy you see in a bar when I used to bounce. and there'll be a guy sitting at the bar quiet, and you can see cauliflower ear, right? And he's just trying to have a drink. Like, you're not trying to mess with nobody, right? But then people start kind of getting close to him, and then people start kind of messing with him. And I go grab those people. I'm about to, so I'm like, take a look at this dude. All right. That's the last time I'm going to tell you. All right. And then when I'm going to go walk back over there to where I sit on the speaker, and if you keep messing with him, I'm not going to stop. What are you going to do to you? Right. And it's like, and sure as shit, they do something, break a beer bottle, whatever. All of a sudden, both these guys are laid out, and it's like, couldn't tell by the ears. Dude's a fighter. Like, sorry. But anyways, again, big shout out to our sponsor, Fleet Techs. All right, go to fleettex.org if you're looking for a job. All right, please go. He wants to hire veterans, and if you have any automotive or electronic background, all right, you're probably a shoo-in. All right, just don't be a complete D-bag, because we are vouching for him. So we are, as the community,
you represent the community. It's kind of our whole principle.
Yeah, and then again, if he turns into some kind of end round with insider trading, I mean, we'll go mess him up. So that's just what we'll do. All right, let's go to the next fight. It's a heavyweight fight. And you got Parisian at 14-5 versus Badeau at 8-3. Now, you got to pay attention to the way these guys look when you make this fight call. Now, Parisian weighed in about 25 pounds heavier, right? So this guy, in the spirit of El Paso, where I'm from, all right, he likes tacos. So what Alan's going to do is he's going to have somebody throw a taco in the ring.
I think he likes churros also.
Yeah. He's going to throw a taco in the ring, right? And then Parisian is not going to have no idea what to do. He's like, do I continue to fight or I go after a taco? All right. But in that split second, you're going to get a submission. All right. So I'm going Badeau, submission, taco submission. You heard it here first. Put it on there if there's a prop bet. I doubt there is, but there's going to be a taco in the ring at some point, and Badeau's going to win. Ricky, what say you?
I'm going after the heavier guy.
Tacos.
Precision.
Yeah.
Yeah, going after him. I did some study on him. They just say he's going to be more straightforward punching. He's willing to get knocked out to throw some punches. From what I'm understanding, that the other guy throws a lot of shoulder punches. He didn't really put his hip into it. But from what I do understand that they both don't have the greatest record in the UFC, and that they're it's just from what I'm understanding, is the other guys more aggressive, a little bit more aggressive. And like Joe was saying earlier, the judo guy's got a hard time throwing a guy who cut down to 265. He's probably back to 280 right now, whatever it is. Whatever it is, he probably put 20 pounds back on overnight. I know when I've cut before, I put on 13 or 14 when I dropped from 196 to tried to make 170. And I went 13 pounds overnight. You can put back on a lot really fast. So that guy's that big, it's gonna be hard to throw him, especially if he's got some decent hands.
Very nice. So he's like show enough where he's, I got something real for your ass in these hands. That's what you're gonna say to him. But anyways, you know who Show Enough is, Ricky?
I do not.
He's the Shogun of Harlem. All right, so you need to check that out. He's probably one of the best fighters of all time until Bruce Leroy took him out.
It did. That movie probably came out in the No Holds Barred era.
Yeah. So check out The Last Dragon. That's a good plug there.
When you boys were making,
Show Enough, the Shogun of Harlem. He walks around in shoulder pads and with a group of ninjas.
Hey,
so
show them the tattoo, Ricky, so they know you're old school. No Holds Barred, right?
Oh, nice. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah. But anyways, Keith Bach, that's your boy, Joe, old Sergeant Major Bach, all right, who was trolling you about 6 months ago, having a good time. He said taco and 2. All right.
Taco and 2.
Yeah. Bill is going with Parisian by TKO.
Okay.
Joe, what say you?
Yeah, I know MMA math does not work, but looking at both these guys fought Parker Porter. Parker Porter's a journeyman heavyweight, a little bit better, a little bit higher level than these guys. But Parisian actually had something for him. Badeau landed 17 punches in an entire fight. Okay, that's real. That really did happen. Against the same fighter. Parisian landed 114. So Parisian's going to throw the hands. They both got the same reach. He throws 5 strikes a minute. Badeau's not going to be able to wrestle with this guy. I just, oh man, I don't think Bill might be right. There might be a TKO here, but I'm going to go ahead and say these are two fat bodies that gas after about 7 minutes, and we go to an arm punching, a flailing, flabby arm punch decision, and Parisian puts it on him and outboxes him. So I'm going Parisian by decision. I don't think there's going to be a finish.
I was going to say, like, if I hit you 115 times and you don't go down, right? Like, I suck. Right? Is that the kind of math that I would work out? Like, I hit you 100.
I mean, at 265, if you land 114 punches and get no knockdowns, I don't trust you to finish a guy. I just don't trust you.
Yeah, like,
so I'm gonna say that Parisian definitely wins a striking battle, stays off of his back, and wins the decision.
I mean, all the times I've won fights, I mean, I beat Joe, I didn't even throw a punch. So I mean, it is what it is. By the way, Ricky, Joe and I squared off one time, and he didn't walk away from that one. All right, so he laid down, and we won't have to cover that. Yeah, so yeah, we don't have to cover this again. We say it about every fight show. So we don't do it again. All right, so
just only every fight show.
I mean, hey, actually, he got a service-related disability because of it. So you're welcome. All right, so anyways, we got a welterweight fight coming up next.
That's where it started.
Yeah, let's make sure I got these guys right here. We got Magny at 26-9 and Rachmanov at 15-0. Now, if I did my research right, which was none, all right, I'm going Rachmanov by Russian tank punch, first round KO. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but again, check it, fact check it, do what you got to do. But a tank punch is literally getting hit by a tank. I know it sounds really complex, but that's what's going to happen. Ricky, what say you?
I'm definitely going with the, I would say he looks Asian, but I think he's probably from like Kazakhstan or something.
Yeah, he's from one of those stands. He's from Kazakhstan.
Yeah,
Russia.
Asian. When I was in Thailand, there's quite a few Russian girls that looked Asian because they was close to Tajikistan or I can't even pronounce it.
Just say Stan. One of the stands.
Borat's from.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan.
Borat.
Yeah. And that's around where Khabib.
Just throw the Jew money. Yeah.
I think he's one of the guys as well. So, but I think he's going to win by some crazy strike. I seen that dude spin kick a guy in the head.
He did. His last fight, spin kicked Joe Anderson Brito. And Brito's no slouch. Spin kicked him, and then he hit him with two of the nastiest ground punches. I actually made a video to it, and when Rachmanov lands the punches, it sounds like shotgun blast going off. So yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Nice. And
with KO.
All right, let me look at Bill's picks here. He's going Rachmanov by submission. All right, so Joe, what say you?
Yeah, I got Rachmanov knocking him out. Magny he's not a finisher. He's not going to last 3 rounds with this guy. He's 15-0 with 8 knockouts and 7 subs. He's never finished a fight, taking a fight the distance, excuse me. He's finished every fight. He's never had one go the distance, and he's never lost. So Neil Magny's a vet. I think he stays crafty, stays on his bike a little bit in the first, stays on the end of his jab because he's got a 3-inch reach advantage. That's the only thing he's got. And Rachmanov is exactly that. He's a fucking tank. And eventually he's going to close the distance enough to land something that hurts Magny. And I say he finishes him with ground strikes exactly the way he finished his last one. And I see what Bill's talking about with submission. But I think that Rachmanov's biggest advantage is on the feet. And a guy that's 15-0 with 15 finishes is a guy I trust to finish the way he wants to because he's got 8 of one and 7 of the other. So he pretty much can finish a fight any way he wants. And I think that Magny's easier to finish on the feet for him. So that's how he's going to do it. Going to clip him. And Magny's going to go down. He's going to finish him with a few ground strikes, and that's going to be the end of it. So I got Rachmanov by second round TKO.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, now to the main event, one we're all waiting for. It's a lightweight fight, and you got Sarkurian, whatever his name is. How do you say that, Chris? What is that? Sarkurian? All right, at 18. Sarukian at 18-2 versus Jermal. What the hell? How do you say that guy's name? I scribbled this. Garmat at 20-1. Now, I'm going to go with Oscar on this one. As you can see, our fake Asian in the background is moving the pictures because that's what we pay him for. There was a problem with all kinds of technical stuff today, but that's what he's there for. All right. But he's coming in at 20-1, and I don't even know which guy is named Armin, but Oscar called Armin.
That's the Sarukian. That's the guy you picked.
Okay, but I picked Armin as well. I don't know why, but I wrote it down. I go Armin. But guess what? Armbar. Okay, it makes sense to me. All right, armbar, second round by Armin. All right, so Ricky, what say you in the main event?
Armin Hammer.
Ooh, I should have called Hammer Fist. Oh, damn it.
I'm definitely going with the, looks like another guy from that area again. Can't pronounce his name, guys.
Sarukian.
Yeah.
Armin.
He's from Armenia. So he literally took the name of the country he's from and shortened it. He is from Armin the Armenian. He is from Armenia.
So you mean he's from Turkey?
Hey, but Matush is no slouch, buddy. He's Poland. He's got that Polish power. So this is gonna be a good fight, man. Gamrot's 20-1, but I like Sarukian as well. Go ahead, Rick. I'm gonna let you call it the way you see it first.
Like I said, I'm going with the I can't pronounce that name, but the Armenian.
Sarukian.
Yeah.
All right, Bill's going Sarukian by decision. So, Joe, what say you?
Oh, submission.
You know, I like Bill's pick, and the only reason I'm thinking decision here is because of how good Matush Gamrot is. He's 20-1. You know, he's a very creative striker. He definitely he's well rounded, you know, but Armin's such a tank, man. He's fought everybody. He's fought everybody in the UFC. His first fight in the UFC was against Islam Makhachev, and Makhachev's being groomed to be the next champ. And not only is that his only loss in the UFC, but he took him to decision. This is a guy who put Bobby Green on the mat, tapped him out, and Bobby Green's a G. Bobby fucking Green. There's a story about him, Ricky, and I met him in person and told him he thought it was hilarious. But one of our favorite fighters to cuss about when we bet on him. But no, I mean, Islam's no joke. I mean, the dude's he legitimately probably has a shot to wear the strap one day, and Armin took him to decision. Nobody else has been able to do that. Gamrot's been, you know, this is gonna be a banger, man. I feel like this could be the co-main on a pay-per-view, but I think Armin's actually gonna go decision. I'm going with Bill on this one, and I think that the last 2 rounds are gonna be where Armin really pulls away. Maybe a 10-8 round here or there. I think this is when Matush gasses. He carries a lot of muscle, and I don't think he's going to be able to implement his game plan on Armin the way he wants to. Going to get frustrated. Armin's wrestling's going to take over, and he's going to grind out a pretty convincing decision and win unanimously. So I got Armin by decision.
Yeah, hey, so I think we need to get Oscar on the show. Oscar, make sure you go to VTT's Big Earl. All right, check out that Facebook page. That's me. All right, get on there, message me. We're going to get you on the show because he brought up Islam versus Armin was one of the most technical fights in UFC before you said anything, Joe. So this guy is lock and step with what's going on in the UFC.
Absolutely.
So let's get this dude on the show for sure, Oscar. If you would honor us and come on the show. All right, now as far as Bill's parlays and locks, make sure you go to Send It 7. All right, that's his call sign on Facebook. Go to Send It 7. All right, and thanks, Nanette. My daughter just got me a drink. No big deal. All right, so go to Send It 7's page. I'm sure he'll post his parlays and his locks on there. But let's get there so we can get Ricky his time to promote his event. Joe, give us your locks, your parlays, and your DraftKings sleeper.
All right, first of all, my DraftKings sleeper is the first fight of the night. Vanessa Demopoulos. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, she's the girl who won her UFC fight and then jumped in the arms of Joe Rogan and danced around with him, and the thing went viral. I don't know why she's a plus 190. She started out as a plus 250. And I think she wrestles Jinu Frazier's off and wins by decision. So there's my DraftKings sleeper for you. My locks are going to be, I'm going to stay off the prelims for my locks, but my locks are going to be Umar Nurmagomedov Thiago Moises, and Rachmanov. So that's my 3 locks. My parlay is going to be now, and we can spice this thing up because I believe in my DraftKings sleeper. It's hit 4 weeks in a row. So I'm going to put Demopoulos in the parlay. And then I'm going to take the next fight and take Mario Bautista over Brian Kelleher. I'm going to throw Chris Curtis in there over Rodolfo Vieira because I think Bill's wrong. And
you're wrong, Bill.
And then go, Umar is a minus 900, so he's not going to add a whole lot of value to your parlay, but you can throw him in there if you want to. Maybe get cute with a finish type or something else to get the odds down. Maybe go Umar by knockout Umar by submission or points, to spice it up. But Nurmagomedov's going to win the fight. He's a lot. So let me roll back. We'll go Demopoulos, Batista, Chris Curtis, Nurmagomedov, Thiago Moises, and Shavkat Rachmanov. There is my parlay. I'm gonna keep the main event out of it just because Mateusz Gamrot's 20-1, and every once in a while people get clipped. So I'm not gonna bet my last fight of the night on 2 fighters who have 3 combined losses and 38 combined wins. So that one could go either way. I like Arman in the fight, but I don't like him enough to put a parlay with it.
All right, there you have it, fight fans. Make sure you put your money where Joe's mouth is, all right? Because he's been making people money for a little bit of time now.
Sounded made me feel dirty.
Hey, you can feel any way you want. But anyways, Ricky has a big fight tomorrow. He is actually competing in the squared circle.
Just weighed in tonight.
Just weighed in tonight. He made it, all right, and he's trying to stay up late because he's an old man like us and goes to bed real early. So he's trying to stay up late so that he can be awake for his fight tomorrow. I'm gonna pick the other guy because why not? So I'm just kidding, Ricky. But hey, Ricky, tell the audience
who you fighting. I got him.
Yeah, I got him. I'm taking him. All right. I heard he has a square jaw. All right. So anyways, let's give you a little bit of time here to tell us what you got going on, what you're raising money for, who your fighters are, and then hopefully if we get the technicals worked out, Bill and Joe are going to be your experts commentating on the fight, and of course the Big Earl will be there to give you the jokes of why it happened with no idea why it happened. So Ricky, tell us what's going on.
Now, Oscar, listen up to who the main event is because Ricky's got an announcement.
Okay, so first of all, I want to notice that Joe has been drinking on a beverage. I too have been drinking on a beverage of a different sort. I'm trying to hydrate.
Yeah, we're past the hydrating point.
It's 80% water, Rick.
I actually made weight without even having to cut weight. I've been conditioning so much the last 6 weeks.
You didn't even try? Yeah, I got the other guy.
The reason I'm doing this, I rode a bicycle last year. First of all, I was training in Thailand for 4 years. Met 2 combat vets. We were all fighting out there, training together. They came back in 19. A month before I did, I came back in May. They came back in April. I had a fight August of 2019, and then COVID hit. My 2 buddies, they were doing good while they were in Thailand, but when they came here, they started hitting the bottle heavy. COVID hit, they started drinking really bad. One went back to New York. They were in Pensacola, went back to New York, went to the VA rehab. The other one, Eric Pesh, Marine combat veteran, drank himself to death. So I wanted to do something in his honor to get some awareness on how much our veterans are suffering when they're coming back. So I decided to do it.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he just dropped off, but it's called After the Mission. Maybe he'll come back on. Chris, do you have the link to how to watch it? What's it on? I saw like boxing, fight, something. If you put it up in the chat there for Oscar. But that sucked that he came off there. But no, he was
right in the middle of it, man.
Yeah, he raised $70,000 in sponsors, and he's raised over $100,000 in ticket sales already. So it'll be a pay-per-view.
Gillard is in the main event tomorrow night, Oscar.
Yeah.
Legitimately, the UFC stalwart Melvin Gillard, the young assassin, is fighting on the card that Rick's fighting on tomorrow night. So it ain't no gym in Alabama. It's a legitimate fight card with real fighters.
That's awesome. So, hey, we'll put out more information about it on Veteran Trash Talk, especially when we score with the details tomorrow morning. And I hope all of you buy the pay-per-view because the money is going straight to After the Mission, which takes care of veterans. And again, there's lots of nonprofits out there, and that's what Veteran Trash Talk's all about. We're here to promote veteran-owned businesses, profit or nonprofit, authors, whatever. And we'll vet you. You come on the show, we'll talk to you. If you like the guy, give him money. If you don't like the guy, don't give him any money. I guess that's simple. But he's coming back on here, so this might screw Chris up a little bit, but we don't care. That's what we pay him for. All right. Hey, so, all right. Ricky's trying to come back on. We'll see if he figures it out.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, we got you. Hey, how do they watch the fight, Rick? We kind of covered most of what you were going to say. How do you watch the fight?
Boxing.tv. It's boxing without the vowels. BXNG.tv at 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow.
At 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. And how many undercard fights do we have?
We got 6 amateur fights, 2 female fights. I'll be the first pro, then another pro, and then the main event.
Okay, perfect. And then who's the title? What's the main card? Who's Joe's excited about? Who's this guy?
The main event. Tell him who's fighting in the main event, Rick.
Melvin, the young assassin Gillard, UFC legend, fought all over the world, Ultimate Fighter 2, seasoned competitor, fighting against local legend Brendan Saban, who also was on the Ultimate Fighter. They had a few words at the weigh-ins, so it should be a good fight.
Awesome, yeah. I guess he said he was going to punch his kids or something like that.
Something like that, man. I was just trying to calm it down. But
look,
all the
I'm going to eat your children. Yeah.
Yeah, all the proceeds go to the nonprofit After the Mission. This entire event is veteran-based. We have Major Skidmore from the Pentagon flew in to do the national anthem. We got a 2-star general attendant, the local DA, the local sheriff, 2 colonels, and a major, and my VP is a West Point graduate as well. So
how many sergeant majors and E6s are showing up?
Not sure yet. I tried to get 2 of them, but they're going to have to commentate from away.
Because those are the real fighters. Yeah, we got you a sergeant major coming in to comment, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. But no, we can't wait to.
And you can call me. You can call me and E whatever you want.
Yeah. So yeah, E retired. Yeah. That's all that matters. That's the good thing. But anyways, hey, another big shout out to our sponsor, FleetTex. All right, go to FleetTex.com. Again, veterans, Veteran Trash Talk family, Gruntworks family, anybody watching this, right? If you need a job, if you want a 6-figure job, this is what it can pay you if you work hard enough. All right, but it's not. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you want to make money, you got to bust your butt. All right, so but he will hire you if you have automotive background. Did I say that right? Automotive. All right.
That's right.
Yeah, automotive background or electrical background. Definitely go to FleetTex.com and apply for the job. He wants to hire veterans. Tell him Veteran Trash Talk sent you. All right, it'll be awesome. Anyways, I do want to give a big shout out. All right, to my daughter. All right, Natalie. I think she's in the bathroom right now. I don't know where she's sitting down there. All right, but hey, those of you who forgot how competition works. All right, those of you who maybe are feeling a little hopeless or down, I'm going to tell you something. I want you to go to a 7th or 8th grade or even 6th grade sporting event and watch these kids get after it, right? So my daughter's team was just rolling through El Paso, crushing people. And then they went to San Antonio for the Nationals for Nike basketball and got worked. All right, got absolutely worked. They ran into some Dallas girls. They ran into some, big time teams with super talent, uber talent, and none of them quit. Right? They all kept playing their butts off. Right, and that's where a lot of us adults lose that. All right, and when we get older, we start thinking we know things as opposed to just playing the game. All right, play the game, try your hardest. All right, you get knocked down, you get back up, and fighters will show you that all day long. All right, you get knocked down, you get back up, and you keep going. But anyways, pleasure having you guys on. Ricky, we look forward to hopefully seeing you tomorrow. And if we do go live tomorrow with the Trash Talk Hour, hopefully we can. Chris is in one of his floaty tournaments again. If we go live with the Trash Talk Hour, we got Warrior's Heart coming back on. All right, and the Big Earl's giving a Book of Earl tomorrow, so y'all better sign on and pay attention. So we'll see you tomorrow at 1700 Eastern Time for the Trash Talk Hour. All right, and then we'll see you at 7 o'clock Central Time. So what is that, 2000 Eastern Time for the fights on VXNG.TV. All right, and we're going to call this fight card for you guys, hopefully, if we get that worked out. And other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. What's up, sports fans? Are you looking for a job? Do you want to change in careers? Do you want to own your own business? I got the answer for you. This show is brought to you by FleetTex. FleetTex is partnering with veterans with mechanical or electronic experience. FleetTex specializes in on-site deployment of GPS tracking equipment and cameras for fleet vehicles across our nation. Check out what they do at www.fleettex.com. Apply today. Currently targeting veterans living in Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. Local work and travel opportunities may be available in other areas. FleetTex proudly supports our military, its service members, our veterans, and their families. Enjoy the show.